Hi all, this is Mrs. Mestrick, librarian at Chinook, and I'm going to show you how to make a Padlet. Padlet is a very easy to use interactive tool. It's kind of like a digital parking lot. Like people can add post-its or other things. So when you are logged into Padlet, you're going to go to Make a Padlet, and you can choose the way you want people to interact with it. So maybe you want it to look like a wall, like a parking lot. Maybe you want it to be kind of like a canvas where people can then rearrange things, or a stream where it's just one on top, or a grid. However you want the information to come to you is how you set it up. I am a fan of the canvas. So it defaults to a setting and a name. When you're in, you rename it however you want it to be. So change what do you want? Is it made with charisma, or do you have some directions? So this is where you would add your directions. Your icon is the little image at the top where people can see. You can choose what's already there, or you can upload and add your own image. So, I am a big fan of using my librarian emoji. For the appearance, you can change your wallpaper. You can leave it solid or the way it is. You can change it to solid. You can pick a color. Maybe you just want it to be gradient or a texture. I'm a big fan of the cork board because it looks to me, like a picture. You can also add your own wallpaper if you're so inclined. You can choose the color scheme, so light or dark. That has different levels of reasons for why you do what you do, and your type of font. So it defaults to a sans serif font. That means something that's really easy to read on screen. But if you want it to be a serif font, so something with tails, you can change it to that. If you want it to be Comic Sans, you can do that. And then the spread out serif font. The default font is going to be the easiest to read. For attribution, display the author's name above each post. That's up to you. Allow viewers to comment on posts. And honestly, that is where the beauty of Padlet lies. So that's people can post and then can post a comment. So I always allow commenting. And for reactions, I think people should be allowed to like, vote, star, or grade. I think all of those are really reasonable reactions and shows interaction with the content. And then you don't want to moderate filtering unless you're doing this as an asynchronous activity and you want to check everybody's post. Because everything will come to you for approval if you turn that on. Filter profanity, replace the bad words with nice emojis. It's always a good call. And then hit next. And now it's set up and you can start posting. So when you click on your post, you can add your stuff to here. So it can be text. You can add a picture so people can take a picture with their webcam. They can search the web for a link to add. You can upload something. And there's all sorts of other options. So when you share this with students, they will have all of these different options for responding to your prompt, which, as we know from UDL, these options are part of allowing students ownership and adapting to meet our students' needs. When you are ready to share, you come up to share. You can embed it in your blog or website if you have one. You can share it to Google Classroom. So it can just automatically default to your Google Classroom, and you choose which classroom you want it to share to. So I'm going to choose the staff Google Classroom. And do you want it to be a material, an announcement, a question, or an assignment? So choose how you want it to post and go. And here will be your title. You can give it your topic. You can schedule your post for later, or you could post immediately, and it's already embedded into your class. So now your students will have that option. If you would like an additional level of understanding for your students, you can also copy the link to Clipboard and then paste it into your Google Classroom. And that just gives a lot of different ways to make sure your students see that they have it. And so that is how to use Padlet. When you are done, when your Padlet is done and you are ready for people to be done, you can save it as an image, which will save all the comments. You can save it as a PDF or even as a spreadsheet or a CSV. So all of these allow you to have the answers, the way that students have interacted with it. All right, so that's how to use Padlet. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.